We could go on for years and years about the best Mario game. Some say it's Super Mario Galaxy and they're wrong. Others may say it's Odyssey and they just got their acceptance letters from Harvard in the mail. Some might say it's Mario and Sonic at the Sochi 2014 Olympic Winter Games. There's some sick people out there. But positivity is overrated. We need more hate in this world. There's not enough. So for Mario Day, I'll be discussing the worst Mario game on every Nintendo console, or at the very least, my least favorite. As with all of these so-and-so Mario games on every Nintendo console video, I'll start with the home consoles, NES through Switch 2, and then go to the handhelds, Game Boy to 3DS. And just a quick note, just because the game is in this video, that doesn't necessarily mean that I think it's bad. It's just the worst on that console that I've played. The worst Mario game on the NES, and in my opinion ever made, is Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. I hate this stupid game. It was designed as a harder Super Mario Bros. 1 for all the players who mastered that original game. But it's just not fun. There's so many baffling decisions made here. Every level feels like it's a Mario Maker troll level, but it's officially made by Nintendo. Not only is the level design bad, but I think the visuals look worse than the original 2 for the most part. Sure, I think the mushroom sprite looks better, but that's about it. Everything else that isn't the same as it was in Super Mario Bros. Just looks plain worse. The ground texture is sickening. I despise this game. Don't play it unless you want to feel pain, and if you do, you'd be better off just cutting your fingers off. For the SNES, I decided to go with one of the edutainment games because they're definitely some of the worst. I went with Mario is Missing because A, I've actually played it for a fair bit of time, B, there's false information in it, and C, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do in this game. It's just super confusing and disorienting. I don't like it at all. And at least with the other edutainment games, you knew what you were getting. They don't mislead you into thinking it's something kinda cool. Like, yeah, this here is obviously meant for babies, but this almost looks like it could be a follow-up to Super Mario World or something. The title, Mario's Early Years Fun with Numbers, tells you that this game is all about numbers. Mario is Missing just sounds like a regular game, not the historical artifact hunting piece of garbage that it is. Super Mario 64. Sorry, that was just somebody breaking into my house to kill me. It's fine. Like I said at the beginning, just because a game is my pick in this video doesn't necessarily mean that I think it's horrible. Just my least favorite of all the games that I've played on that console. And the N64's library is one that I haven't had the chance to experience a lot of. I just have a lot of problems with Mario 64, and almost all of them are just due to things aging poorly. Like the controls and camera especially are really tough to get used to. And there's a lot of repeated music that honestly just gets kind of annoying after a while. So yeah, it's just aged poorly, in my opinion. I've already made an entire video on why I don't care for Super Mario Sunshine, so you should go watch that one after this video. But basically, this game just feels really rushed to me. So many shines are bought with blue coins, which are hidden in some of the stupidest ways imaginable. The controls are also terrible, in my opinion. They're just too slippery. And don't even get me started on the secret stages. Just don't. They just feel like blatant filler, and they're just not fun in my opinion, especially combined with the terrible controls. If you know me, I'm willing to bet that you think that I'm about to say that the worst Mario game on the Wii is Super Mario Galaxy. I'm not. This is a weird instance where I couldn't think of just one, so I went with the entire Mario and Sonic sub-series. To be fair here, I've only played one, London 2012, and I just don't think it's that great, and that's the main reason I'm including the whole series is because I've heard some people say that this is the best one. And if this is the best one, I can't imagine how bad the worst one is. It's just a kind of shallow and boring minigame collection where most games involve just shaking the remote. It's completely fine, it's tolerable, I guess. It's just nothing I have any interest in revisiting. Also, it's got Sonic in it. And that stinks because I remember renting this game from Redbox back in like 2013 and really liking it. But then again, that was back when I liked basically anything I played, like Super Mario Galaxy. This game is bad. This game is so bad. There's just nothing to do outside of the most boring tennis matches of all time. There's Mega Battle, which is just tennis with a Mega Mushroom that makes you insanely powerful, which is thrown onto the court every once in a while. And then just regular tennis, and just a bunch of other modes that are just more tennis. It's either Mega Battle or regular tennis over and over and over again. No matter what mode you pick, it's going to be one of those two things. They kind of repackage them to make them seem slightly more interesting, but they're not. It's just more tennis. It's a bad game. Don't play Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. I don't think that Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is bad necessarily, just kind of poorly done. The original Dark Moon is my least favorite of the Luigi's Mansion trilogy, but I still think it's an alright game overall. And Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is definitely the definitive way to play it in my opinion, but this remaster was so incredibly lazy, adding no new content whatsoever. Plus it was $60, which is just absurd. Did I still pay that price? Yeah. But that's besides the point. If someone was interested in playing the second Luigi's Mansion, I'd 100% recommend this version. It's just that it should have and could have been so much more. They could have done what they did with the Luigi's Mansion 1 remaster on the 3DS and added multiplayer to the main story. They could have added like extra bonus missions. They could have done literally anything outside of update the visuals. Being able to use the second thumbstick is nice though, I guess, so here's my money. There's still not many options for the Switch 2, so I went with Mario Tennis Fever. Don't get me wrong, I actually like this game a good bit, and I made an entire review for it too, so go watch that later. But I just personally preferred Mario Kart World more, despite all of its flaws and how much hate it gets online. I've put in well over 50 hours in Mario Kart World and still enjoy it. On the contrary, I've only done about 12 to 15 in Tennis Fever, and I'm already kind of done with it. Not saying I'll never go back, especially if they add new content, but after I finish my review for the game, I'm just kind of over it. It's Mario Tennis, it's probably my favorite one, but that's all it will ever be. A pretty good Mario Tennis game is still just an okay game overall. I don't think a Mario Tennis game is ever going to be the best game on a console, unless it's the Virtual Boy. Now, before we get to the handhelds, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying the video so far. I'm trying to hit 8,000 subscribers before the Super Mario Galaxy movie releases on April 1st, and I'm less than 200 away. I'd really appreciate your help. Thanks. This is a Mario game. Look, baseball on Game Boy is a Game Boy version of NES baseball, essentially. All of the old 8-bit sprite-based sports games aren't great in my opinion, and baseball is no exception. I mean, I just don't really have much to say here. It's a really trimmed-down baseball game for the Game Boy that doesn't play all too well. It has its charm, sure, but that's not all it takes to make a good game. You need actual good gameplay, if you can believe it or not. If Luigi's Mansion 2 HD counts, then so does Yoshi Topsy-Turvy, or Yoshi's Universal Gravitation in some regions. Why did they feel the need to get so proper sounding with that title? It's a Yoshi game, not a college thesis. Anyway, this game is just really awkward since you have to tilt the Game Boy Advance. I don't really like that. It's just really confusing and just not great to play, in my opinion. I just don't really enjoy this game all that much. The most enjoyment I've got out of it is making fun of the other name for it. For the DS, I really thought hard about it, and I just could not think of a game that I thought was justified being considered the worst. I mean, I'm sure there's something bad out there. I can't imagine the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games or anything special, but I haven't played them, so I don't feel like I can fairly judge them. The applications like Mario Clock and Mario Calculator are incredibly dumb because they're just a clock and a calculator, if you can believe it or not, and you had to pay for them for a clock on the DSi, which already had a clock built into it. Why would you do that? So I guess I'll go with Mario Clock. At least Mario Calculator can help you do your taxes, if you even do your taxes. That's none of my business. Mario Party The Top 100 is just a nothing game. There's nothing interesting about it. I have next to nothing to say. It's just 100 of the series' best minigames in a single Nintendo 3DS game card. Wow. It's really cool in concept, but that's all it is. It's just minigames. There's one board and it sucks. There's just really no reason to play this game anymore because Mario Party Superstars does the exact same concept, but just so much better. Yes, there's a handful that are in the top 100 that aren't in Superstars, but like, who cares? Superstars actually includes boards, albeit a few too few, but still look, boards. Mario Party the Top 100 was obviously just a cheap release to give the 3DS something with Mario on the cover in 2017. Nothing more, nothing less. It's not the celebration of the Mario Party series that it wants you to think it is. So much of this game is just full of reused assets, it's just lazy. Like this video is kind of lazy. And those are my least favorite Mario games on every Nintendo console. Let me know your list in the comments so I can completely disagree with it. What's that?
It's me, Mario!